What's up, y'all? I'm Shaney Washington, Creative Brand Strategist, and welcome to Transformation Conversations, where I'm going to be answering a whole lot of questions about my six-figure entrepreneurial journey. And I'm going to be answering those questions by pulling one out of this jar. And these questions come from my clients when I'm having discovery calls with them and trying to find out what's going on and what are the mindset blocks and what are the things that's holding them back from evolving from side hustler to full-time entrepreneur, or from evolving from only making money here and there to actually making money consistently. So these questions come from them as well as from comments and everything that I see on social media. So we're gonna go on ahead and get started. Mix it on up. All right, let's see. Ooh, child. Okay. How do you balance family life and business life? So let me tell y'all. So I have a husband. I have two daughters. One is 8 and one is 1. And my oldest has special needs, and she's still really dependent on us. And it's hard. And I don't have to tell you that it's hard, because I know that you know that trying to build a business, a profitable business, one that actually makes some money, and taking care of your family, is hard. And I think that, for one, I don't believe in balance. I do believe in we go through seasons where we're putting in more effort and more work into a certain aspect of our life, whether it's going to be family or whether it's going to be business. I feel like we go through those ebbs and flows where we're trying to figure it out, but we know to get to where we want to be, we have to put in the work. So my own personal journey around like the balancing act, it has not been a pretty one. A lot of the times I feel guilty because as an entrepreneur full time, I work from home, and it's summertime right now. So my kids are at home with me, and I'm working during the day, and it's hard to juggle being mommy and being a boss at the same time. And I really feel like I had to learn how to just do what I can do today, and just the rest could just wait till tomorrow. And ultimately, that's what helped me get on the right track. And then I started looking at my to-do list. And to be honest, I used to just write down literally all the things I have to do, just everything, all the things I have to do, instead of prioritizing my list as to what do I need to do today that cannot wait until tomorrow. And I promise you, everything on your list is not it has to be done today kind of thing. And I started to organize my list where I have top 3 things that absolutely have to get done today. And then I have, okay, and on the bottom of that, what are the next 3 things that's up? Because sometimes I have really good days where I'm able to knock out my top 3 things, and I'm able to kind of do more throughout the day. So I have my next 3 things, and then I have things that pop up. Because as an entrepreneur, you know, especially if you're dealing with clients, you know that sometimes shit happens and things just come up unexpectedly, whether they're having a problem, whether they're calling you to get a service done real quick, as they like to say, hey, can you do this for me real quick? And it's never really real quick. But anyway, organizing my list really started to help me get through my days where I can start shutting down around 4 o'clock. My phone goes on do not disturb automatically at 6. So from the time I'm shutting down about 4-ish, 4:30ish to 6, my clients have that little window as I'm shutting down that they can call me if they couldn't call me during the day. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way because I did not communicate my boundaries well enough with my clients when I was starting out, and even when I started getting an influx of clients, I made myself too available. And that was causing tension in my household. That was making me feel guilty about taking care of my kids. And it just wasn't working. So I definitely believe that balance isn't a thing. I do think that we have to be intentional about our boundaries and where we invest our time. And we have to be intentional about it. I can't say that enough. And I'm going to say this too. During the day, while I'm doing all my entrepreneurial stuff, I have my kids in the living room with me. So we're looking at Baby First, we're looking at Encanto, we're looking at Home, we're looking at My Little Pony, or whatever the hell else that they want to watch. And I'm doing my mom thing in between projects. Or hey, when I catch a break, let me go on ahead. Hey, it's lunchtime. So in all honesty, and having to take care of them is making me take care of me, because I know I'm not alone in this, is that we tend to forget about ourselves as we're making our journey to become a 6-figure entrepreneur or a 7-figure entrepreneur. We forget that, girl, you still need to eat. Like, that you are not invincible and you have to take care of you. Even though you may be doing this to provide a better life for your family, you have to be here. And keeping it 100, I have days where I still struggle with that. I have days where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to feed the kids, but I'm not worried about me, because if I eat, I'm going to lose my momentum. Because if you're a creative, you know when you get in that creative sweet spot, you don't want to stop working, because we have to visualize and feel the project that we're working on. And when you get into that groove, you don't want to stop for any reason at all. But when you're a parent and you have your kids at home, sometimes you got to stop. Even when you're in the groove, sometimes you have to stop. So you have to figure out your day and what works for you and your schedule and the projects that you take on. So that's one part of it. The second thing that I really had to figure out while trying to do this juggling act was truly how to over communicate with the people that matters. So, who are the people that matter? My husband, my children, if they could understand, as well as extended family. Because I still have my mom, my dad, I have a brother, and I had to let them know what my goals are and what it is that I'm trying to do. So, look, I can't talk to you on and off all day. I can't. I'm busy. and I'm never not doing anything, which is so true about me. I'm never not doing anything. So when you call me and ask me, hey, what are you doing? I'm busy. What do you need? Like that's, and sometimes I could come off like an asshole, and I'm not trying to, but I had to communicate. I had to learn how to over communicate with them. Like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. And from this time to this time, I assume that I am busy. And I would appreciate if you only called me if it was an emergency. And after this time, I'm free to talk and to catch up on the day and to just be, you know, without me being snappy, because I get annoyed when I feel like my time is being, and I hate to say wasted because it sounds so mean, but when I feel like I'm not being productive, I start to get a little snappy, and I have short patience, and I'm like, you know, this really could be avoided if you stop calling me in the middle of the day when more than likely I'm working on a project, you know? But I had to learn how to over communicate that, and I also had to learn how to make space and time for the rest of my family, or for my family in general, to get the parts of me that they need. Now, of course, the people in my household, that's a little different, but I thank God for low maintenance friends. My sister friends, we don't have to talk every day to know that we're friends. And I so love and appreciate them for that. And we all have different things going on. That's why you have to evaluate your circle. Seriously, if y'all had time to sit on the phone every day and talk, that means that y'all don't have shit going on. Like, nobody has anything going on. So I appreciate the fact that all my friends are ambitious in everything that they're doing. And when we do come together, we're able to connect and catch up, and we support each other in everything that we do. So we keep up, but it's mostly just by text. And every so often, like, all right, y'all, it's time for a conference call. You know, so, but I had to learn how to make time for the relationships that I deem was important for me to hold on to, because I've had to let go of relationships that was not serving me. And when I say serving me, it doesn't have to be for like business sake. That wasn't serving me mentally, that wasn't serving me emotionally, that was not serving my overall well-being. I've had to let go of some of those relationships. And to be honest, it's nothing personal. It's just that sometimes you outgrow relationships. And the ones that are worth fighting for, the ones that are worth keeping around, you find a way to do that, because you don't want to lose those people, because they contribute some type of value to you. They contribute some type of value to your life in some kind of way. So you have to evaluate what you are giving your energy to. Now, I already said I don't really believe that there's such a thing as balance, but I do believe that there is such a thing as being intentional with your time. And those are my thoughts. I just think that, in conclusion, you need to write down the things that are important in your business that you need to get done that day, and don't have a list of 20 things. Have a list of 3 things, and one of those things at least needs to be something that's getting you to your next goal. Because a lot of the times we put stuff on our to-do list that's not getting us any closer to where we need to be. It's things that need to get done, but if that's all you're doing, and you're not doing things that actually get you to your goal, you're just kind of going through the routine and going through the motions, then you're going to continue to be stuck in that place, and you're going to get frustrated with your family because they're trying to spend time with you and you're spinning your wheels trying to figure out, well, you see me, doing this. Why can't you understand that, that I need my space and time? I truly believe that this juggling act is really just a part of the journey. And it's hard. And some of y'all are not full-time entrepreneurs. Some of y'all are working full-time trying to get your businesses off the ground. And I have a high level of respect for you because I know how hard that is. It's hard after working all day for someone else, and then you're coming home to your family, and you have to spend time with your family, and then when everyone else goes to sleep, you have to work on your business before you can get in the bed. That takes commitment and dedication. And honestly, it takes discipline to do that, because you could just say, man, F it, I'm going to just try again tomorrow. But what I really want you to take away from this is that there's no one right way to have balance, or there's no one right way to do entrepreneurship. There's no one right way to get to your goal. There is none. So you have to try things out. Try it out. Try out different scheduling of how you're attacking your to-do list and how you're attacking spending time with your family. Try different things out. Literally, that's a part of entrepreneurship. Because there's no one right way to do it, you have to try shit. And you have to try it with intention, meaning that you have an outcome that you're trying to achieve. And even if the outcome is, I want my children to see me before they go to sleep at night, then okay, that is an outcome. That means that you know that you need to start shutting down at a certain time so you can do bath, so you can do bedtime, so you can tuck in and kiss goodnight and read stories and all the things. Like, you have to figure out what is the outcome that you are trying to do, and don't have this pie in the sky thing, because if we can't visualize what the outcome is supposed to be, and that's for anything, in business, with our families, whatever, then you're just going to be spinning your wheels wondering how can you attack something that you don't even know what you're attacking, because you don't have a goal or outcome that you're trying to achieve. So I hope that this was helpful. The entrepreneur and family balance is hard, but you can do it. You can find what that sweet spot is, and it's going to be so much more rewarding when you get to your business goals without losing your family in the process of doing it. It's going to be so rewarding when you know that I did that shit. I was determined to not lose the relationship and the connection that I have with my family in pursuit of business success. They're still here with me. I never missed a football game. I never missed a dance recital. I was present, but I still was able to achieve my goals. You're going to feel so fucking good when you do that. All right, y'all. I'm Shaney Washington. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's on the screen. And I will see you next time on Transformation Conversations.